evening, welcome back. It's me, Lee, the One-armed-reefer. This week's video is part 2A of the 3-part series of my free systems. This is my main display. The video is not actually on the Livestock just yet, that's going to be next week. This week's video, it's a collection of photos and small videos of getting the tank in place, getting standing, building the control board and stuff like that. It's a lot of photos, unfortunately, because I didn't think to take videos back then. Most of this is over a year old anyway, because this tank's been up and running since August 2023. I did take all this footage ready for this, but never got around to doing it. So I'll be posting that this week. Then next week it'll be a video on the livestock in the tank, so like the fish, like I've got my zebra tang here. There's a jet gem tang there. Round the other side, eating on algae on sponge, sorry. A regal angel, a goldfish lake angel there. There's quite a few really nice fish. Same as I've got 3 purple tangs in there, a big matter tang, sohao, tricolour. Well, the list goes on, and I'll go into more depth into that next week. So this is basically just a collection of photos and such of the tank being built and put into place. I hope you enjoy it. So here we have the tank stand going into place. I had to cut the internal legs off so we could get in and around the door and have them bolted in now instead of being welded in situ. Made it a bit difficult. I had to take the door off, but managed to get it in. The stand itself is 6 foot by 3 by 3, so coming through a 20-inch door, that is a bit of an ask, and it was a complete pain in the arse. But when you see the finished article, definitely well worth it. There's my mate giving me an hand. Let's board on top. All this took some doing. It was a slow process. It took me a few weeks to get it all done, but it was one of them I was nervous to do it. At the same time, I had my 5-foot display tank at opposite side of the room still up and running while it were doing it. So there we have finally got the tank in place, and I'm starting on the plumbing work. At the time there, I've only got like 4 radians over the top. Had to rework all the plumbing because I wasn't happy with the plumbing that came with the tank. This was a second-hand tank off a friend of mine. So I've got 2 32mm outlets out there, going down to a 40mm return and 40mm overflow and emergency overflow. As there you can see, my 5-foot tank and my 3-foot tank at the side of it, running 7 radians and a pair of half-it bars over the top of it. The plan was to go 14 radians on this system, but as you'll see later on in the video, plans changed. This is me mounting the board at the back and mounting all the power bricks. This is the beginning of my control board. As you can see, it's building up slowly. It's only got a few modules on there at the moment. Nice pelmet on top of the tank, pelmet for lights, and to the left of the pelmet you can see the control module for the apex. This is me still trying to plan it all out, and there you go again, a better picture of it, but in the end it ends up on the other side. And countless modules being added to the system. There's 2 of the gyro controllers and the first of the dose going on the system. Also my ozone 200. Tank looks a bit mucky there, and modules clicked in, display module should I say. You can see the reflection of my old system on the back. There's my iPad so I can control everything. Unfortunately they did a security update and the older iPads are no longer compatible with Apex Fusion, so that ended up getting removed a few months back, which was a shame. Control module lit up well there, I'm really happy with that. That's the doors just like lent against it, they're not actually fastened on. That was me just seeing what it looked like. That's an older picture of thing there. You can see with I think about 6 radians on there at a minute. I'm sorry if there's any repeats of these pictures. I'd grouped a load of things together and thought I'd separated as many of them as I had. There you can see I've got the first iteration with a power brick, all 6 modules, just waiting for the apex head to go into place. Here's a mock-up of my grey pipes. This is the return section hidden at the back of it. And that's a single probe holder from JHL. As you can see, everything's been drilled, so there's grommets for all the wiring. This is my old control board. There will be a new one coming out soon, which I'm looking forward to using. And there's the final pipework done in orange, so it lights up and matches all the apex kit. There it is, full of black sand. It's a type of quartz sand used in fresh water, but works fantastic in marine. And a bit of BRS TV in background. And one of my friends, Keith, kindly did that for me. More bits added. And you can see how I've routed the pipes for the dosers to neaten it up. One of my DDRs there, which stirs underneath, as you can see here, finally starting to fill the tank. Control board almost finished there. There we go, just over a quarter full. A bit of reef dudes on in the background. That shows you what time I end up doing stuff like this, because I'm always up till silly o'clock working on system. A few bits of rock and a heater there to keep it going, but 3/4 full. Both my doses on there. A few other bits added. Well, DDR, sorry, with a 4 dose. And there we are, almost full. A bit of black cherry smoke on in the background there, but yeah, that's my control board. As I say, there's a few of these repeating, but I am proud of it. And there's a quick glance of my 5-footer. It's looking a bit sorry for itself there because I'm putting all my time and effort into the new tank. A few bits of rock. This is the tank actually running. I've got all 3 tanks running at once here. That's got an L2 running that at the moment. Well, on this video it has. It's now, funny enough, got an Abyss A200 on it. And usually TV's not on there, so Dan must have been with me at that point. I'd like to say thank you to Mick and Dan, who both give me a lot of help on it. My mate Sean, who who brought the tank over with me and picked it up from my mate Matt. Yeah, so there's a lot of people out there who help me, but 90% of this work is done on my own. All the control board, fitting it and a lot was all done by myself with one arm. And people say I need to take more credit for what I've done, but I'm just little old me. But yeah, I am quite proud of that, but the next generation is going to be far superior than this. So there we are with first door in place. End panel on, so now you can't see all the bad wiring at the back. And there we are, it's first starts with Livestock in. Scape's been moved over, a fair bit at Livestock in. And you can see there on lighting system there's 2 Coral Cares and 6 Radian XR15 Blues. Here's when I started moving out fish over. There's my tricolour tang, which was beautiful, even though it looks battered to hell. Same with the purple. They're just, I don't get it. My saw house, I hammered them before I moved him into the sump, but he's back in there now. Also my Flame Angel and Powder Brown that I no longer have, unfortunately. Yellow Tang. Funny enough, people think it's a wild caught when it's not. It's a tank bred. All of them had the fins nipped by the Sohal tank, so he got moved out of the system for a while. And there's my logo for Instagram, and this is how the control board is now. I managed to get this light 3D printed off a friend called Josh, and then change the controller, so I've got the Abyss A200 there. All power wires routed, very neat and nice, and stitched from my favourite, all-time favourite Disney film. That's a new Pro Apex, the latest generation, 4 dose, there's 3 DDRs there and a single DDR. Now the single DDR you can't buy, it was a twin one that was smashed, and I cut it and shaped it myself to make it look like a single one. Right, thank you for watching. This is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. On my channel there's plenty more videos. We will be getting more over the coming months. I'm trying to put one out once a week. I'm going to try to get 2 a week soon. Usually Saturday night by 8 o'clock-ish this one will get put out, and then I'm hoping to do one on a Wednesday night, but that'll just be a short, quick one. Well, yeah, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock I'm on the Reefers Network, hence the logo on the t-shirt, with Sam Parker, Tom Brook, Ron from Eden Corals, and Rob from Pacific Swimmer. Really looking forward to that, and it'd be great to see you all there. As I say, like and subscribe, and thanks very much, and see you next week.